What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to be Hero X, this time with episode 11. Good end to Lucky Cyan's arc last time out. I think that's probably my second favourite arc so far. I think the first episode especially was really powerful. The latter two were good, but not as good as that first one in my opinion. Although nice to have, again, a nice ending. I do know who we'll be covering today. I was kind of hoping it would be the dog guy, but looks like we're covering this kind of young genius. I have already watched the first minute, and I've already watched the opening. Unfortunately, my hay fever was quite bad, so I did sneeze. So yeah, just cut that out and just start from the start of the episode here. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen, there is a minute scene before this of a little girl attending university and scoring a perfect in her test, which awfully impressive. I'm not sure I've ever scored perfect in any test. Just the way that UK tests are kind of ran, it's very different from like American and I believe Japanese tests. Whereas in America, you've got to get quite a high percentage and usually above 50%, even if you just want to pass an exam. Whereas in the UK, the questions are a bit harder, but you've got to get a lot less. Like if you get like 30 or 40%, you'll pass, and you've got to get less score out of 100. But yeah, again, it makes up for that and being slightly more difficult. I think I mentioned this before, but I think I got like 60 out of like 100 or something. Might have been like 110, 60 out of like 110 or something in my maths exam, and I got a B. Probably sounds a bit ridiculous in some places. So interesting. I do kind of wonder when we'll be seeing this Hero X. I think someone told me that we're only going to get one episode of him, which is quite interesting. I wonder if that's like a wraparound, so every one of these stories, at some point they've all got to kind of converge, right? I'd hope we'd get more than one episode with that, to be honest. You know what, she does kind of resemble X a little bit, what we see in the opening. Recognize that guy. Last arc. So I feel like you see this a little, like I think it's Theta Grunberg or something. Greta Nunberg. I don't know. Um, Sometimes like these kids are genius, but you, as an adult, you don't want to listen to them just because they're a kid. So is her power intelligence, or is she just also extremely smart? Hero Queen. That old guy looks a bit sneaky. Oh, wow. Is that a Valkyrie? Sure, I did watch animated movie last night, Predator, Killer of Killers, and I've got to say, the Chinese 3D animation seems well ahead of whatever studio was behind that, to be honest with you. I feel like this show looks a lot better than that movie did. Can't say I've seen like a 3D show look as good as this one. I mean, I know it's a good mix of 2D and 3D, but the 3D segments do look good and smooth. And again, quite a bit better than Predator Killer of Killers, which I was quite surprised at because people were heralding it as awesome. Like the concept is phenomenal. I've always wanted to see a movie with that concept, but the animation felt a little bit choppy to me, especially compared to this. Extra smile, smile. Okay, that would be quite an annoying facade to keep up. What was that clap for? He's still smiling. Bless him. Shit. Oh, look at her. Hmm. I don't know what they're setting up here. Is this are they setting up like brains versus brawn? Like these girls gonna be rivals? Very different styles as well. She's rather elegant, smart. The other, this Bauer girl is rather brute force. Hmm. Interesting. I like her design. Her hero design. It's cool. What does it mean to be Hero X? Like the whole show is to be fair, it's called To Be Hero X, so I imagine we will find out. But yeah, I do wonder what that kind of means. X. I think of X, I usually think of 10. I don't know. Yeah, she kind of gives me like rookie Alucard vibes. Like almost like she's cosplaying him a little bit. It's kind of cute. It's like a kid, like kind of cosplaying like a Victorian. Yeah. Oh, apologies, guys. As I've been saying in pretty much every video, my hay fever's been really bad lately, so. Big Johnny. See you at the tournament. So I do love a bit of a kind of gladiator style brawl, like what we saw earlier. I'm not sure she suits that too well, but she looks like she could very much hold her own right there, so. What is that? Interesting. So was it actually the case where she was being like controlled a bit there, or was that just her desires for a cute cat? I kind of hope it was the desires for a cute cat, to be honest. Nice little bit. She's very she's not a character I think we can grow to love at the minute. If you know what I'm saying, she's miles away in terms of she's very stoic and she's very like perfect. If you know what I'm saying, so it's nice to see someone like that. Oh, that's a pretty good logo. That is actually a lot better than many you see in real life. Damn, so we're all the way back here. Jesus. Jesus. So that's only just happened. Ah. So yeah, maybe Queen also partially had a slight kind of impact on Lucky Cyan's career as well. Hmm. Makes sense. They wouldn't really vibe together. Luck and Genius. Investigation. Queen. Is she taken on? Is that, yeah, I was gonna say that's X. Or what I assumed was X. Oh shit, we're finally seeing this guy. I mean, he's got an X on his thing. Oh, I already lost to this guy. She already lost. Is it already done? Yep. He literally just snapped his fingers. What was that then? I was gonna say we'd get a good idea of what this guy's about, but no. Not at all. Done like that. It's crazy. Well, I guess that investigation from Bauer, whatever her name is, went nowhere. Bullshit. Hilarious. Hilarious, bro. I gotta say, sometimes Japanese humor is terrible. Sometimes it's really funny. Sometimes I like the extremities of it. Quite often it is quite cringy, I will say. I feel like that's just any kind of foreign nations comedy though. Like if you're American, you probably don't find British humor all that funny. If you're British, you probably don't find American humor all that funny. And I imagine that's the case of a lot of nations. So here's that stuff again. We saw last arc. It was like it really is like negative kind. Look at it like seeping into like negative kind of hmm. Oh shit. We already finished the episode. I mean, there was a little bit of action today, to be fair. Um, whose daughter is she? Sorry, I did kind of miss this. Oh, it didn't actually say. But she found out who her father is. We do see that orange-haired guy in this ending shot here, so looks like we might actually get a focus on him at some point. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Good episode today. It felt really quick. I don't think there's any end scene or anything. It's it felt really quick. Maybe it's because we had a really nice action sequence in that kind of gladiator coliseum, which was really cool. I love stuff like that. Just like one again, I had a pretty similar thing watching Predator Badland, not Badland, sorry, Predator Killer of Killers last night. I got to say again, this looked a hell of a lot better. There's some really nice animation here, really impactful. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what's going to come of this. I'm not really sure why Bo is still hung up on the genius girl. I can't remember the queen. I'm not sure why she's still hung up on her here. They're now neither of them really have got a chance to be X, because that guy just like seems absolutely ridiculous, just taking people out with a snap of his fingers. Maybe he's got some kind of sound ability. Maybe he's like faster than the speed of sound or something, or can like, I don't know, send sound at the speed of sound, because obviously it's sound, and that like attacks people or something. I don't know. I'm purely just making shit up here, but yeah, it seems ridiculous just to be able to beat someone that quickly and them know nothing about it. 2 girls in the top 10, but one of them was X, and the other one kind of fighting for that position, and to beat them by this much and be an unknown person is quite insane, isn't it? Yeah, I'm kind of wondering why she's still hung up on her. I guess they're always going to have a bit of a grudge against each other, I guess, but why is she like so deeply looking into her like family history and such? Like, there's got to be more that we haven't seen of this rivalry for her to like go this far, especially now considering again they've both got no chance of being X anymore. Yeah, quite a rollercoaster of emotions today for Queen, wasn't it? Seeing her as a child in university, succeeding, doing well in life, and then inevitably for anybody, even if you're the smartest person in the world, things end up taking a turn and maybe not going so well. So it depends on how she reacts to this will kind of shape the rest of her life, I think. Obviously, at the minute she's like locked herself into this very dark room. She shut herself in. It can't help to watch shitty comedians like that laugh at you either. It's probably best not to kind of try and take in all that. It's easier said than done, but yeah, nice middle section scene here as well. I quite like this orange-haired boy. He really reminds me of a Digimon, funnily enough. I think it's from Frontier, but I think it's Agunimon. He kind of looks a bit like. Interesting to know where we are in the kind of timeline as well, with Lucky Cyan now coming up, and the guy that can't poo sitting down, saving that little girl right now. Seems like quite a bit of time has kind of gone from the first episode of this series to now, doesn't it? Or reversed, should I say? But yeah, good episode, good solid episode. Felt very fast paced in a good way. I think that's one thing I really like about the show. It is very fast paced in general, but it's not at a kind of like a staggering kind of, you think you don't understand things kind of way. It's not like it's badly paced. I think it's well paced. It's fast paced, but it's well paced, and you don't really miss out on anything. It just feels like it's not incoherent a lot of the time. Honey Lemon Soda is a good example of this, which I watched a couple of seasons ago now, I think it was, and that had some, for the most part it was like decently paced throughout, but it did have some episodes where it felt like it was just going from scene to scene to scene to scene, and it really felt quite jarring, and this show is not like that whatsoever. So yeah, good episode today. I do feel like they always have a really good, really solid introductory episode, so I'm more interested in how we go about things from here. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comments. Thank you for getting me again. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions, and I'll see you guys next week with episode 12.